I'm not a very political person. I have flawless politics across the board. I just don't really brag about it. I do think one kind of person who's way more annoying than like a very political person is the kind of person who tries to act like they're like somehow above being political by saying stuff like, hey, all my liberal friends think I'm conservative and all my conservative friends think I'm liberal. It's like, it sounds like 100% of your friends think you suck to be around. Liberals and conservatives, they famously agree on nothing except you killing the vibe, apparently. I actually come from a mixed politics home, and you thought I was so boring. My mom is like a hardcore Democrat, my dad's like a hardcore Republican. They've been married 40 years. And if you ask my mom how it works, she'll say, well, it works because reasonable people can find common ground. And if you ask my dad how it works, he'll say, oh, I just do not respect her beliefs at all. I'm like, goals, I guess. My dad called me on the phone recently and he goes, you know what liberals don't get about this country? Sometimes my conservative relatives will start arguments with me that they clearly just want to have with Hunter Biden, but I guess I'm as close as they can get. He goes, you know what liberals don't get about this country is that this country will always run on coal. I don't know, my conservative relatives love to act like a financial system couldn't possibly prosper without the fossil fuel industry. As if Sweden isn't out there making it work with an entirely DJ-based economy. I don't know, I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more socially conservative. I don't mean like I'm starting to get conservative politics about social issues. I just mean that I'm kind of starting to act like a conservative in non-political social situations. Like politically, like I'm all for like universal health care, access to abortion. But if I'm in a restaurant and someone asks me to scan a QR code, I'm like, we used to be a fucking country. A waitress is like, you know, our menu's actually totally digital. I'm like, I will January 6th this Ponderosa Steakhouse. I know a lot of things are changing about me as I get older. Like I'm getting like new hobbies. Like I recently got into reading history. I love it. Like reading big, boring history books pumps me up for some reason. And I think I figured it out. I think being a white man reading history must feel like how Barry Bonds must feel watching his own highlights. I'm just like, damn, I know we're cheating, but we are unstoppable. I don't know, my favorite part of getting older is like realizing that my parents aren't as like put together as I always assumed they were. Like I used to think my parents had it all figured out, but then like the clues started to show up. Like every time my dad gets into an argument, he reveals a new dream that never came true. Like I would overhear my dad and my mom like having like a minor argument, and then just out of nowhere my dad would go, oh screw you, I could have been a painter. And I'm in the other room like, damn, who knew painting was ever on the table? I thought my mom was normal for the longest time until my mom was teaching me how to drive, and the first time she took me on the highway, my mom revealed to me that what she does is she intentionally drives in the fast lane and goes exactly 1 mile per hour below the speed limit because it prevents all the drivers behind her from breaking the rules. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? My whole life, I thought my mom was driving slow in the wrong lane because she's like a confused old lady. Meanwhile, the entire time she's over there like, I will impose order.